Okay, guys, I'm getting together. uh, Live. Are we live on YouTube yet? Okay, I want to go over the kind of stuff I've been working on today. Quite a bit. uh, yeah, there's a lot going on. And I just did a bunch of little videos for Facebook, or not Facebook, for Instagram. Actually, we started on Facebook, I guess, about 3 years ago, and that just got terrible. I mean, what happens is there's so many scammers that are able to get on Facebook and even pretend they're me, and all kinds of bad stuff that's happening. That's we just couldn't keep control of it. That's why we went over to the Mighty Network, and this is pretty good. And actually, you can talk to somebody. In Facebook, you can't talk to anybody. You have to deal with their robots, and that's all you got to talk to. And so you're stuck. You can't really solve a problem, and you can't talk to a human being. And that's why I think what I'm trying to tell members and teach members, that you have to use you as a person. You have to talk to people to get money and help. You can't just do it with the robots. The robots, if you don't have A, B, and C, then they can't help you. And it's hard to know what that really means to the robots, and they're just too much uncontrollable circumstances. And the things that aren't in the internet, and that's the thing, what you're missing is so much that's really available that the robots don't know. And that's the problem. So if it's an easy thing, then the robots can do it. But most of these government programs are not easy. And you have to find the right one for you. And the only way you're going to do that is by talking to people. You're never going to be able to, oh yeah, this is for me. I mean, you may get lucky, but then the problem is then people stop if they can't get it through the obvious places and through the robots. And you can't let robots stop you from growing in life. And that's what happens is your success and your ability to get out of financial trouble or to grow your life in a different way and things like that is really limited by robots, because that's all you're relying on, and you can't do that. You have to get around them if you really want to do something, and that's not hard. It's really just using your telephone and saying, I want to talk to somebody, and that's how you get help. You don't get help by dealing with the robots, because they don't care. If you don't say the magic word that they're looking for, then they don't have it. And it's stupid. It's sort of like, okay, the grants, okay. If you look at grants, now I just did an article, a video on YouTube that shows you 80% of the free money that the government gives out is not even called grants, okay. So if you're talking to a robot and they're looking for a grant, well, you missed 80% of the free money. That's why you have to talk to people. They're the people that will relate to you as a human being and could understand what you really mean. Because you're trying to understand what the robot means. You don't even know. The robots don't even know. So they're not intuitive enough to understand, you don't really mean that. But a human would. And that's the qualities we have as a human, is empathy, that we want to help people. And that's why, see, when you call government agencies, it's not like calling a business. A business is, well, I mean, they try to be empathetic, I'm sure. And there's some that are more than others. But their mission is to make money from you. Their mission is to get money from you. Okay, so that's fine if they have something you want. But if you don't have money, you can't play that game. And so that's why I think at least most of our members are like that. They don't have money to play that game. And so they're stuck because people say, oh yeah, I could help you, but it's going to cost $3,000. Well, you don't have that. So that's why you have to stay away from Google, please. And you have to go to either a .gov or a .org, which is a nonprofit. They're the people that give out money for free. The .coms have to get money from you to survive. So you can't deal in that game. You have to get over to the community society, and they're the people that give money, and that's 40%. I'm sure you're seeing me do this little, circle here. This is 60% is capitalism and 40% is community. That help each other. See, so we're here to help each other. Parts of us and other parts of us are here to get money from us so we can survive. So you use what's most relevant to you. But particularly if you don't have money, then you have to use the community. And I know what's happening in our country, more and more people are in poverty. So we are the richest company in the world, and we also have the most poor people just in the developed world. So if you're looking in Indonesia or something like that, no, that's not it. There's about 30 countries that are considered in the developed world, okay? And we're number one in poverty. So we have more poor people in this country than any other developed country. So that's all the Europe and Australia and Canada. Like Canada, poverty rate is almost like 50% less than ours. They're at about 11% or more. We're at 17%. Yeah, their Canada's about the average. Us Netherlands, Denmark is down at 6%. Sweden is about 8%. Germany is about 10%, but we're at 17%. So we have poor people. We have more poor people than any other developed country. And not just in numbers, but in percentage of poor. So 17% of our people are poor. The average for developed countries is about 10 or 11%. So, we're way off the charts there. So I know there's a lot of people hurting. And that's why you have to be careful on what's going on in Washington. They're trying to cut programs, and the mission is good, but how they're going about it. I mean, we have to cut programs in the government. That has to be done, because otherwise we'll go off a cliff, I would think. I mean, things certainly don't always work out the way I think they will, but we just spend too much, and that just seems crazy, without paying for it. If we want to pay for it, okay. But we can't not tax people and give other people grants or money. It just doesn't work. So we have to do, so what Trump is trying to do is good, to cut the government. The way he's doing it seems hurtful, and cruel. And probably may even hurt us in the long run, because he's cutting stuff he doesn't even know. There's no thought about what's being cut. Just, we'll cut all this, cut all that, kind of thing. And I guess it bores him if he has to think about that. So we want to do that. We want to cut some stuff out of the government, true. We don't want to cut its heart out, and we don't want to hurt people if we don't have to. So that's the balance that we should be looking for. But I guess the other party isn't so good at this either. They just keep adding and adding too. So we got to live through this. But living through it, if you need help, don't think it's all gone away. There may be disruptions on something you want to use, and you talk to the people there about what's going on, and you check later. But see, every program has about 50 or 60 alternatives. I mean, so if you're going to one program and saying, they're out of money, or Elon cut them, or they stopped taking applications, that's okay. There's still more. It's sort of like saying you're out of customers. No, you have to look for customers. They're there, they're out there somewhere. You have to look for money. And that's why I like findhelp.org. I mean, findhelp.org, in my zip code alone, okay, if you go to findhelp.org, in my zip code alone, there is 688 nonprofit organizations that give out free money, And this is payments, so they're not even called grants. But you're getting money to solve a problem. 688. So if you go somewhere and they say, you're you can't we have no more money, or we don't have any money, or we don't do that program anymore, whatever. Well, then you're down to 687, right? By the way, I want to put some links in the YouTube. So the people in YouTube, let me get over there. And I'm going to put some links in there that I'm going to talk about today. Okay, edit. Okay, I could get them in there. Good. Guaranteed income. So this is how, I mean, I just did an article, a video on guaranteed income. Okay, what's guaranteed income? That started during the pandemic. And what's important is that it's still a popular program. It's coming up all over the country now. There must be 150 local offices. See, this isn't federal government money. This is local, city and county money that's doing the guaranteed income. Okay, and I have a link to the video if you're on, I put it in the description on YouTube, and on Find Help, you'll see it, the first item up there, 6,500 guaranteed income grants. Elon can't stop because it's all local. You know, that's why those 688 sources that I talked about in Find Help in my zip code, that's all local stuff. So you can't stop looking because you read a headline that sounds disappointing. That's what headlines are. They aren't going to get your attention. If they don't sound like the end of the world, you won't care and you won't read it. This is how I do headlines. It's clickbait. It's to get your interest in what they're doing, right or wrong. I can't afford advertising, so I have to use the free sources and try to attract you into doing something. Now, one thing is that, don't forget, I cannot guarantee you get a grant. I cannot guarantee any money from the government. Nobody can, except the people giving out the money. So that's why you have to talk to them. The more you talk to people, the more money you're going to get. Because every person that you talk to is in the business to help you get money, okay? Their job is to do that and not to ask you for money. See? Sure, okay, Google is a lot of people there that help you get money, but they ask you for money, okay? So in the community side, which is government and nonprofit, they want to help you get money, but they don't ask you for money. See, that's the beauty of this, and that's why, but we don't teach people how to use this. So people are, going around in circles, and all they run into is people who want to charge them money, and that's not going to happen if you don't have money. So you can't get help, when in fact you can get help if you know where to look. And that's what we do at Lesko Help. We show you where the free money is that doesn't charge you for money. And that's it. But let me show you a couple other little videos I did recently. I have the links to the sources in YouTube and in Lesko Help too. I was at the public library yesterday, actually getting a passport picture. Oh, it was nice. But anyway, they had a tool, like a handyman tools rental. So you could get a handyman tools to fix up your plumbing or help you build install something or all that. So you don't have to buy tools. The problem why we hire carpenters and other people to do something, we don't have the tools. We have to go out and spend, $300 on tools, and it's easier to get somebody for $150 because they have all the tools, okay? So this is a way you could do that. And another thing they had there at the library, so check your local library. It's different in every library, what they have. This one also had free sewing machines. So you want to fix your clothes, go and use their free sewing machines. 3D printers, you can make things like a knob for your stove that broke. 3D printers will print one for you. And you bring it home. You don't have to spend money at the hardware store. Laser printers. These are for wood, make artwork out of wood. And Lazer does that. And so you could use those things. I mean, that's sort of neat. Okay, here's another thing I did a little item on too today, is how to get health insurance for less than $10 a month. And that's healthcare.gov. I don't think the season is open, but you could go and apply if you don't have a lot of money, because you could apply for Medicaid there. But 3 out of 4 people who applied for healthcare.gov in the last year found a program that costs less than $10 a month, okay? 4 out of 5, did I say 3 out of 4? It's 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5 people who went to healthcare.gov and applied for a program were eligible for a program under $10 a month. I mean, so don't forget Obamacare or healthcare.gov. All preventive things, like if you need a physical and things that aren't caring for an ailment, are free. So there's a lot of things. I mean, that's right there is going to be, you know, what your $100 for the year is going to, at least you could get 3 or 4 physicals for free. You know, and so a lot of things, you'll never pay co-pays and things like that. So you want to look at that, particularly if you don't have insurance. And even if you have insurance, maybe Medicaid, see how that compares against another non-government program. And both are in healthcare.gov. If you're looking for grants for dental work, okay, a lot of people go to Google and they look for grants for dental work. And you'll see people there that will offer you $10,000 grant, you know, for dental work, okay? Now, when I look at these closely, what they are dentists just doing a bait and switch, you know? Yes, one place wanted to say, to get a government grant, he would have asked them for a grant. If I had that money, I did not. Good for you, Donna. Yeah, so Donna, a member at Lesko Help, said one place wanted me to pay $750 to get a government grant. I would not have asked them for a grant if I had that money. I did not pay it. Good for you. You could get that easier, Donna, by going to findhelp.org and putting in financial assistance and find the free people who do it. Sonia Bell, hello, my name is Sonia. How can I get legal help for a loved one who is in the hospital and they are trying to put him out? Okay, good. Okay, go to Find Help. Okay, findhelp.org. Okay, findhelp.org. Okay, findhelp.org, and put in your zip code, and then put in legal. And what you have to do is start calling people there. Okay, you have to call people there. Here's another place I'm going to give you. I just did some reports on this. Okay, here's a listing of nonprofit organizations that help you for free with healthcare bills, okay? See, they have one-on-one help paying healthcare bills. Start calling them, really, call. You're not going to get anything till you talk to people. So you call people. What I'd say is, oh, that's not me. Where am I? Oh, Liga, okay, Miss Shelley put in some stuff, good. Yeah, but get on, look at my video there too, and there's the PAN Foundation. These are people that have help, medical bills, sure. Yeah, that will help fight your medical bills no matter what. So they probably know how to do this. You have to stay on the phone. And another backup is to call your elected official, you know, because that's a good thing for them to get involved in, okay? And that means you have to sit on that phone for, may take hours to get this, but this is important for you, okay? So you have to realize that that's important. Okay, so we talked about health care. Sound is bad. My sound is bad? Really? Michelle, you sound bad. Anybody else? Deborah says my sound is bad. My sound is bad. Is it, how you doing, Michelle, or somebody? You're okay. Okay. Yes, Diana says it's terrible. Diana, you against me? Do we need? No, you don't. You don't know if you need it or not. So don't get a business license. Okay. No, love you. Okay, Diana. Thank you. But what you want to do, Diana, is go to unlock your goals. Okay, look at the tab on the left-hand side, and it has something there called unlock your goals. I hear you just fine, dear Matthew. Thank you. Sound is better now. Okay, thank you, Vanessa. Okay, so go unlock your goals and look at the one for business, starting a business. Don't become an LLC, okay? You may have to, but not at the beginning. You don't know who your market is or anything. So you're going to waste time and money. So you call these organizations that have free mentors to help you think through your business and where you're going to get customers or money to start it. Do that first. Do not spend money when you're not sure what you're going to do yet, okay? And that's important. So we talked about the grants on Google that are going to, say that you get a $10,000 grant. Yeah, because they want to do $30,000 or $40,000 worth of dental work, and that's nothing for them to give away $10,000. But you need the whole thing. So you're going to get trapped in thinking that that's your only option. It is not, okay? And the first thing you want to do to look for free dental help is go to findhelp.org. Findhelp.org. Put in your zip code. No, I'm sorry, don't go to Find Help. Yeah, you could go there too, can't hurt. But what you want to do is go to Needy Meds, NEEDYMEDS.org. Go to needymeds.org, and you look customer savings or consumer savings on top. Under there, on the left-hand side, there's a list of free and low-cost dental, okay? You want to look at them. I mean, for me, there's I think about 30 or 40 in my zip code, and I get my work done from one of these very inexpensive places, and they're great. Okay, there's another national program, if you have a big project or whatever, called DentalLifeLine, DentalLifeLine, and that's .org. And you can go there and put in your zip code, and you'll see your state. Now, what they do is hook you up with dentists that do this kind of work for free, that volunteer their time, okay? So you can get that matchup. It's sort of like a dating service, okay, for people who need work done and dentists who want to give away their services for free, okay? This is an interesting thing I found today is that they're running the Boston Marathon, not Boston Marathon, the New York Marathon is so popular, you can't get in to run. They only accept like 2 or 3% of the people who apply to run in the marathon. That's all accept. That's the same acceptance rate as getting into Harvard. So trying to get into to be a runner in the New York Marathon is just as hard as trying to get into Harvard. How do you like that? and that's important. I don't know some of these things that I mentioned earlier. I'm on Podmatch. Now this is a wonderful sort. If you have a business or an idea, it's a way to learn for free and a way to market for free. It's only costs $6 a month, and you're all set up. You have everything you need to have your own podcast. You could do it anything. You could say life in southern New Jersey, anything you want, or how to cook candied yams, or you could do a podcast on anything. But finding customers, finding feedback on how good you are. I learned so much from being a guest on it. I used to be a guest. I used to do 7, 8, 10 interviews a day as a professional guest. That's how I sold things. And now I'm a guest, but that's how I learn. That's how I learn what they think, because they're not broadcasters. They're not, just A broadcaster is not thinking. They're just trying to do a show. They don't care what they say as long as they get an audience. But these people on the podcast are more thoughtful. And particularly I do a half hour, an hour is nothing for these people. So it's not just an ad like I used to do in the nightly news or whatever. And they react to what I'm talking about. And that's where I learn. I learn you have to bounce off your ideas to people. Oh, I put that in twice. Twice is better than none. There's a lot of noise in the background. Really? Still, Linda, you still have noise. It sure it's not your background. Oh, nobody else seems to have that, right? Oh, what was this place? What place? Diana, what place do you want to know about? Okay, so Podmatch, Podmatch. Go there, sign up for $6, and you'll have a podcast. It's all set up, all the electronic. You don't have to know about anything. You just have a laptop with a camera and a microphone. That's it. Oh, podcast. Yeah, it's Podmatch, Podmatch, okay? Podmatch.com, okay? Check it out. Yeah, if you're selling anything, nonprofit or anything, you want to learn, you want to contribute, want to do something, that's what you want to do in life. I wish to start a Philharmonic YouTube channel that will need funding for my first video. Well, you probably don't need a lot of funding for a video, unless you're going to go out and you want to go to Europe and do something. Learn, find a video to start. See, you have to start, Bonnie. Don't not start. And don't say you need money to start. And if you can't get it, sure, you could go and try. But no, start anyway, even without money, because you can do that. I do it. I do it every day. I put up videos without... you could just do a podcast on why you want to start, that's right, why you want to start a Philharmonic YouTube channel, okay? Do that. Just collect, enough to do 30 minutes or 20 or 15, whatever you want to do a channel and get any feedback. Do a podcast on people interested in the Philharmonic. So you have two ways to market now. A podcast where people talk to each other that are interested. You could start a group, a Philharmonic group on YouTube. That's free. So you find other people that are interested in this. Don't try to build the Sistine Chapel. Just take whatever you can with no money, so you don't waste time trying to find the market. Because if you think you know the way that this should be done, you probably don't. It's very rare that your first ideas are successful. And that's why it is. So the more you spend on your ideas, the less money you have to find out what really works. So go to Unlock Your Goals on the left-hand side. Follow those steps there. The first step is make an appointment with the free business mentors that are in your county. And I would call more than one. I'd do 2 or 3. Tell them about your ideas and see how they could help you. They're all free. They help you find anything you need to start your business. But you always want to talk to more than one, okay? And you just start, okay? Because, sure, you're not going to get a lot of people. That's okay. That's going to happen even when you have a lot of money. You're still not going to let them people. But that will help you learn exactly what you want to do, because you get some kind of feedback. And then you find groups in YouTube or anywhere, or on, see if anybody on Podmatch is doing anything in your area, in music or Philharmonics or whatever. Oh, philanthropic. I started philanthropic YouTube. Oh, philanthropic. That's what happens when you get old, Bonnie. Well, there's a lot of people there. So you could also get, if you have a nonprofit, you can, You can get $10,000 a month marketing from Google, because you have a nonprofit. So sit down, go talk to somebody about that, okay? Don't just go Googling around and think you know. No, start talking to somebody about all this. So then you have to digest all the information. Mortgage assistance in New Jersey, not IRMA or anything COVID related. What's IRMA? Oh, I see. Yeah, no. Go to findhelp.org. There'll be a, and let's see, what's your zip code in New Jersey there? Your zip code in New Jersey, Bonnie? Oh no, that's Bonnie. Philanthropic Philharmonic. See how illiterate I am? Don't trust me. 08110. Okay. Oh. Oh, 8110. Okay. Okay, there's 70 organizations that help you if you have trouble with your mortgage. 73, I'm sorry. 73 organizations, okay, for mortgage. In your zip code. This is all in your zip code in New Jersey. Now, what you want to do is call each one of those. You really have to do it because one is not going to do much, okay? So call. Now, okay, Bonnie, you're the one that wants to do the Philharmonic, right? and no, is that you, Bonnie? Who wants to do the Philharmonic? I just got some zip codes. Oh, or Bonnie, was that? Okay, that's 97116. And Bonnie, were you the Philharmonic? Bonnie. Oops, Bonnie. Thank you, such a positive attitude. Bonnie. Bonnie was, okay, now, okay, you want to start a nonprofit, okay? Okay, then you go to sba.gov, and this is in that unlock your goals. You know, on the top, on the left-hand side over there, we have a tab for unlock your goals and one start a business. We're going to have a separate one nonprofit, but you could use the one to start a business right now. Okay, sba.gov/local assistance. Okay, and you are in zip code 9711. Oh shit, was that 9? I can't read my own handwriting. 97116. 97116. 97116. Okay. Okay, it's 6 organizations there that will help you figure out how to start this, okay? Do this before you spend any money. Do this before you, and you call more than one. You call as many of those 6 people if you have time for, okay? Okay. Okay. Listen, guys, I got to do another podcast soon. So I'm going to bow out. I put all the links in YouTube and in the beginning of the chat. If you have time, I'd like your suggestions, please. Angela, suggestions? What? I can hear you better now. Angel, what suggestions for what? See. Angel, you still here? I guess I'll wait. No, what are you interested in? I could get you going. Angel, tell me so I could help you, sweetie. Please. Angel. Where to go to start a business. Go to Unlock Your Goals on the left-hand side for help in starting a business. We got a step-by-step that we help you all the way through. But Angel, did you leave already? I guess you did. Okay, my suggestion for supportive housing. Okay, so you need help with your housing, on a triplex. Oh, good for you. Okay, on the left-hand side, there's buy a home. Okay. And that's the place would start. And then also, let me give you a copy of the Lesko Meta Grant report. I can't find that anywhere. Okay. In this Lesko Meta Grant report, look at number 8. And that has all the sources of home repair. So if you want to fix it up, otherwise look in the other money, which is in I'm getting assistance for starting a business for profit to have affordable housing for veterans. Okay, well that's a different thing. Then what you want to do is go to Unlock Your Goals and about starting a business. Okay, unlock your goals. And make an appointment with those mentors there. They're all free to help you think through this. So this is a bigger project. So you got to get somebody, not finding what you got to do. You have to first think about how you're going to set out to do that. Okay, it's two different things. First, for me. Oh, okay. Well then you got both. Good. Okay. I'll see you soon, guys. Got to run.